Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing the 1993 romantic comedy Groundhog Day, starring Bill Murray and Andie MacDowell. I know it's only going to say about 2.5 months later reviewing this movie, but what I could do was watching so much other stuff, never time to watch Groundhog Day till like over 2 months later. Groundhog Day was co-written and directed by Howard Ramis, who of course played Egon in with Bill Murray in Ghostbusters, and he also starred Bill Murray in the movie Stripes. So they have a good working relationship together. Even though Howard Ramis has since passed away, but they had Bill Murray and Howard Ramis had great working chemistry together. Of course, this movie on Groundhog Day is like the Twilight Zone on steroids. I mean, is Bill Murray plays a sarcastic, I don't give a shit, weatherman from Pittsburgh, who for a few years now travels to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, to cover the Groundhog. The cover of Punxsutawney Phil saying, "Oh, we've got a 6 month release of winter or an early spring," and that's what. The premise of what Bill Murray is doing in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, to cover the Groundhog story for Groundhog Day. And for some strange reason, after he gets to Punxsutawney, and after he covers the Groundhog, he realizes he keeps living the same Groundhog Day over and over and over and over and over again. And to the point where which is never really explained in this movie. This is my big pet peeve of Groundhog Day, is it never really explained why is Bill Murray in this time warp thing, or why is he repeating the same day over and over again. It's never really explained in this film. Bill Murray himself is trying to figure out why he keeps reliving the same day over and over. Bill Murray was trying to figure this thing out, and to why he keeps repeating the same day all over again. And he goes through the whole day, Groundhog Day, and then he goes to sleep, wakes up, and it's still Groundhog Day. I mean, he's trying to figure it out, we're trying to figure it out, and no matter what he did, he can never figure out why is he reliving the same day. And it's like I said, it's never explained. It's never ever explained why Bill Murray was reliving the same day over and over again. And he does all kinds of crazy things. So hey, no matter what I do, we're going to live this thing over again. So that's he flirts with some women. He gets into a car accident or two. He jumps off a building to commit suicide, which he does. And there's a scene with him lying on a slab in the morgue, and he wakes up and he does it all over again. And he keeps doing it again and again and again, trying to get out, somehow trying to get out of it. And then he realizes the only way to get out of this thing is to fall in love with Andie MacDowell's character. Of course, Andie MacDowell is fresh off of the movie Green Court and Four Rings and a Funeral. So she was, in the early 90s, Andie MacDowell was pretty hot, and she's still smoking hot to this day. I mean, this woman never aged. In 30 years, this woman hasn't aged at all, and he figures out that if he ends up falling in love with Andie MacDowell's character, then maybe he can move forward. And it does work a couple of times, but Bill Murray somehow screws it up, and he relives the next day again and again and again. Even though at one point Bill Murray does explain to Andie MacDowell that he is stuck in this time warp thing, and at first he doesn't believe it. He said, okay, let's see what he did before, so he won't do it again, so maybe you get out of it. And eventually that he does get out of it. He does fall in love with Andie MacDowell's character, a few times in the movie. And finally does get out of it at the end of the film, and then we realizes it's now February 3rd, and not February 2nd. He's excited, he's happy, and now he'll go on with his life, and and he has Andy McDowell with him, and it's pretty much how the movie ends. And of course, one thing that does get annoying, not only does Bill Murray be playing the same day over and over and over again, but every time he wakes up, his alarm clock in his room, he's staying in bed at breakfast at Parks Attorney, and he has an alarm clock there, and every time the alarm clock goes on, the radio plays, and you hear the Sonny and Cher classic, I forgot the name of the song. It's I Got You, Babe. The name of the song, I Got You, Babe, with Sonny and Cher. And like when the alarm clock goes off at 6 o'clock in the morning, you hear I Got You, Babe. And so, and because of this movie, the song I Got You, Babe became a renewed hit because of Groundhog Day. But the movie itself was, like I said at the top of this review, it's like the Twilight Zone on steroids. And that's, like I mentioned earlier, the only pet peeve I have with this movie was the fact that it's never really explained why Bill Murray is in this time warp. It's never, ever, ever explained why Bill Murray is in this time warp. Why is he stuck replaying the same day over and over again? It's never been explained in the whole movie. It says that Bill Murray realizes he's reliving the same day, so he had a little fun with that. Like I mentioned, he's trying to kill himself, trying to get an accident, all the crazy stuff, trying to fool around with some women. In the town of Punxsutawney, he does all this crazy stuff, and then he realizes what he had to do to possibly get out of this time warp, on this time loop, and that when he figures out what he had to do, the romance between Bill Murray and Andy McDowell, that was good. That was the only, to me, that was the only highlight of this film, is to see the two. I don't see, you could never see someone like Bill Murray and Andy McDowell hooking up in real life. Because I think Bill Murray has like about at least 20 years on Andy McDowell, and so she was like in her 30s, and Bill Murray's probably in his early 50s, late 40s, early 50s at this point. So you don't really see, have a big age gap there, but the chemistry was pretty good. And the problem they had with Andy McDowell and her character is that she couldn't stop smiling. I don't know, maybe because Bill Murray probably tried to crack her up on each take, and that's why she's probably always smiling in this movie. But the movie itself, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I won't, hate myself in the morning if I watch the movie again. But, it does get a bit annoying, especially to hear I Got You, Babe constantly in the movie. It does get annoying. And all the silly, crazy stuff that Bill Murray does, because he didn't give 2 cents. They kept screwing up, and there's this one montage where Andy McDowell keeps slapping Bill Murray in the face because he said something offensive to her. That was funny, and all the other crazy, zany stuff that Bill Murray was doing in this film, that and the relationship between him and Andy McDowell, those are the highlights of the movie for me. But I thought that a bit maybe, and after a while, this time loop thing was getting a little tiresome. I mean, after about halfway through the movie, you get tired of the time. And this movie's not very long. It's maybe an hour 45 minutes, so approximately. So it's not a very long film. But after about 20, 30 minutes, you get tired of the time warp thing, because it gets tiresome after a while. But the movie itself, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's like a cute little movie. Of course, every year on Groundhog's Day, there's a couple of channels that keeps replaying Groundhog Day again. The rest of the same movie again and again and again on Groundhog Day. And I think the same thing with like A Christmas Story or It's a Wonderful Life. They keep replaying those movies at Christmas. That's what they're doing now with Groundhog Day. They keep replaying this movie again and again and again, and you're gonna get. If you watch it once, you're gonna get sick of it. With I Got You, Babe, and the time loop thing, you're sick of it watching it once. Imagine watching it all day long. I mean, it's like a bit much. It's a bit much. But the movie is not bad. I highly recommend this movie, especially if you happen to be a Bill Murray fan. So that's my review of the movie Groundhog Day. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please forward this video to your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com. That's OWDY. And c.com is the homepage of the Rally Reviewer. Please learn more and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.